Relax, everybody, relax. Welcome to Make Your Day Richer. I am your host, Seth Meyers. Our guests today, Kyle Nelson and Eli Libby, were living the entrepreneur hustle. Long hours, big dreams, burning the candle, and, well, after a house fire, a miscarriage, a divorce, and yep, business setbacks too, these two realized something. Growth without alignment is just a slow drift into burnout. So what did they do? They unplugged, they reflected, they created something beautiful called Solo Retreat. It's not about productivity hacks or vision boards. It's about getting back to what matters. They've now helped hundreds of people reset their lives, literally, and today they're sharing their story and their wisdom with us, and they have a really good podcast that I want to talk to them about as well, too, also. So, if that sounds like a good show to you, click the like button, click the share button, and let's start the show.
Make your day richer than it was before. Got some good times knocking upon your front door.
Kyle and Eli, thanks for being here.
Richard, thanks for having us, man. We are very
This is
excited.
awesome.
It's
Really,
cool.
really
Love the setup.
It's not often I get to squeeze two people in the TV, so I hope you're not crowded. I hope you're both showered. I hope you're ready to go.
We're ready to go. Yeah, I feel
Right.
showered this morning. I did. So it's
Okay. Do you want to introduce yourselves individually so everybody knows when we're throwing out names who's who?
Totally.
Yeah, I'm
Go
the
for it,
better
dude.
looking one. My
I
name's
knew
Kyle.
you were going to say that. I was going to say it too. And I'm Eli.
And they're not
Black shirt.
here for their touring comedy show either. They're here for something different. Yes.
Start that after this. Who knows? Yeah, I'm in the gray shirt. My name's Eli.
Awesome. And you two have created an entire world and a path and a way for people to find clarity. I want to know how the two of you, how long have you known each other? Are you related? How did this all come together?
Why'd you kick off?
Yeah, we've known each other now for about 12,
Mhm.
13 years. Just really good friends, best friends, best man weddings, all that stuff. We've done multiple businesses together. We met at a mutual friend's dinner. We just kind of hit it off. I was making jokes and he was the only one laughing in the room. So I was like, I kind of like this guy.
Still to this day, nothing has changed, Richard.
Some things never change, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And through a series of events over the past 12 years, I know we don't have much time to dive into our stories, but I had my first miscarriage, and a day later, my house burnt down in the Paradise campfire. So did my parents' house and my business on Main Street. And so I suppressed a lot of feelings for years. And I finally took off. I had two options. April 21st, I was looking in the mirror. I said, today's the day that I wrap up life. That or I'm going to go escape reality. And I'm going to go on what we call now a solo retreat. And I found complete clarity and transformation through that process and experience.
Wow.
Yeah. And through that, it was born, and I was so lucky that Kyle and I were in our sphere of influence, because in 2021, in a span of 2 weeks, I went through a divorce where I was being cheated on, and my marriage ended. I lost my uncle, who was this kind of cornerstone of my life, and our business completely crumbled. We had to lay everybody off, and it was a really big scar in my life. And that was in a span of 2 weeks. So when it rains, it pours, and there was a couple options to Kyle's point. And I'm really thankful that I found clarity, and that is what we have done. We have poured our life, and all of our mentors, everybody, advisors say that this is what you guys need to do. We know it's our calling internally, and that's what we've built.
And how would you define clarity for people?
Absolutely.
I could define what it's not. So typically every single day we have so much noise and foggy brain, and have a really hard time making decisions. And everything is so loud. We have all these external voices and everything that's just so much input, and we can't hear our inner voice. And we're not able to actually see what's next in life. And so if you're able to do some work and remove yourself from that noise, you'll start to hear that inner voice more. That'll help guide you to where you need to go, which creates clarity in your life.
One of the big things about clarity, when you do feel that glimmer of having it, or you've had it in the past, there's 3 things that make up clarity and that we teach and talk about, which is self-confidence, momentum, and fulfillment. All three of those things are, whether they're catalysts of or are made up within clarity when you feel it and when you have it. And those things are, I mean, it's kind of a cool, what he said was what it is not. And the other side of that is what it is.
Right.
And we've all
You
kind of
can make more intentional decisions in life. You can feel more present in your everyday life. Those are things that how clarity presents itself daily.
knowing your path. Sorry, go ahead, Richard.
Oh, no, go. This is your show. You go.
No, I was just saying, you know what your path forward is. If I were to define clarity, what does it mean to me? It means that I know what tomorrow looks like. I know what the next hour looks like. That is what clarity is. I know my path, and I know what this next chapter and what I need to do to execute on my goals.
That's good.
Yeah, that is good. What about the people? Okay, so like, we live in a world where like everything feels so chaotic and everyone's trying to do the best they can. And a lot of people, there's a lot of like comparison, especially with online stuff where it's, like, well, I didn't lose my house and I didn't suffer as much as that person is. So I don't need help because it's not as bad as my neighbor. How do you try to tell people that like, no, we're all in this together. And like, we probably all really need some of this.
Absolutely. What I learned from an early age, I played a lot of golf, played pretty competitive golf. And when you're a young kid playing in a group of 4 older people, typically you're picking up a lot of wisdom throughout that time. One thing that I learned is there will always be somebody better than you. There's always going to be a golfer that's going to kick your ass every day. And that, to me, I translated that when I was going through my stuff in 2021. There's somebody going through way worse than I'm going through. Their problems are so much worse than mine that it was a great perspective to kind of zoom out. So to answer your question, everybody's worst problem is the worst problem that they've ever had. That's all that they know, and that's all that they've experienced. So comparing problems doesn't really, you can't really do that. And if you were to hand me a paper of your problems and I were to do the same thing for you, there's a good chance I'd be like, man, Richard's problems are horrible. I don't want to. I'm grateful for my problems.
Give me my paper back.
Give me my paper back. By that, that's where the comparison thing comes in. Is we all go through our worst stuff, and unless you've been exposed to some, you know what you know.
Yeah, I love that. Yes, I always say everybody's hell is hot. Like it doesn't matter. Like if you're going through something, it's okay. Like work through it.
That's awesome.
What does working with the two of you and the peak fulfillment look like? Because I know there are different, like you said, the solo retreat. There's a lot of like things that people can do with you. What does that look like?
Yeah, so our main focus, our company Peak Fulfillment, is retreats, workshops, masterminds, and coaching. So there's different ways we can help you, but our flagship program is the solo retreat. So you enter our program and you find a place of solitude. A lot of people go to Airbnbs, maybe they go camping, maybe they have a family cabin, whatever that is, where you find solitude, peace, and stillness. A lot of times people try to go do this on their own, but they don't have any guidance. They don't know what they're actually doing. They're just grabbing a journal thinking they're going to come up with something. And so we've created a program where you go by yourself and we equip you with the tools, the workbooks, exercise and activities. So when you go out and do that, you are well prepared to turn down the external voice and turn up your inner voice. And you start diving into things such as self-reflection, self-discovery, and doing some vision crafting to wrap it up. After that, we have a great mastermind program where we throw everybody in a rolling 90-day mastermind program. So you are able to be surrounded by people that did the solo retreat, going through the same stuff and build that community, because that's what a lot of people are looking for. And you have that foundational experience that you have something in common. That's one issue with a lot of masterminds and group coaching programs out there is you're kind of getting thrown in and you feel like the newbie and you don't know what everyone else knows. You at least have a common foundation where, yeah, I remember that exercise. This is what I did. Oh, great. Well, this is what and you have perspective on how people are dealing with it.
Another big part of the program, just in the middle to add a little bit more to that, is when you come back from your solo retreat. Yeah. We sit down with you and we do 2 separate debrief calls. That is within the first week that you come back. The students have aha moments. They're on a high.
Yeah.
We let them word vomit through those 3 days, and we become the bumper rails for asking the right questions. The answer is inside of all of us.
Yeah.
And what we do as coaches is we facilitate the right questions. We let you get all that out, and then we kind of help sculpt what was the why behind day 1, day 2, and day 3. And that one-on-one debrief is what kind of built that inner fulfillment between Kyle and I. When we see people, look them right in the eye, and they say, "This program changed my life." And I'd spent 3 days, and the 72 hours that I was there was like 6 to 8 months of work with another coach or therapist, whatever that might be. This is what we did in 3 days. And that's kind of the middle piece before the mastermind. We also do in-person retreats where we can bring people out to an in-person event. And we do those here in Central Oregon.
How long have you been doing the solo retreats?
So it's been going on for 3.5 years now. And we were in the coaching space before, and we've always kind of been natural coaches and natural leaders. When the 4 different companies that we've brought up, cultures, teams, people in our tribe, and we wanted to turn it into something and create impact. And this program not only individual or impacts an individual, it impacts the stakeholders involved with that individual. And it's a ripple effect. Their kids, their colleagues, their grandkids. I mean, it's just a ripple effect when that one person's energy changes or they have a paradigm shift in their identity. It bleeds into a lot of other people. And this program has given us the ability to affect thousands of people.
Gosh. And what's the best way that people can connect with you?
Yeah, well, we just came out with a new assessment program that we call that's called My Clarity Score. That's myclarityscore.com. And it's assessment that you can do that'll give you a range of where you have clarity in life and where you need to improve that clarity. And then it gives you some ways to do that. So that's the first step. Go do it. It's for free, myclarityscore.com.
I did it.
Did you? Awesome.
Yes. Do I want to know what I got?
How was it?
It was very interesting to like really sit and think of things that I'm very on both sides of the spectrum on both, and then things that I'm in the middle. I got a 77% overall score.
That's pretty good. That's awesome.
Is it?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
We're in people with like 40s and 50s common.
That's
common.
very odd.
Listen, a year ago, it probably would have been 30.
Yeah.
Well, good.
That's awesome. And then if you're ready for a solo retreat, you want to join our mastermind, it's just peakfulfillment.co.
What do you each love most about your lives right now?
For me, it is flexibility. When we've done the other companies in the past, it's always been go, 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 and you're in reaction mode. We were always playing defense on our heels. This company, in the last 3 years of doing it, it's been very offensive play. And we started it with, what does an ideal lifestyle look like for us? Why are we in entrepreneurship? Why do you do that in the first place? Like, you come back to your core, right? A lot of people start a business because of freedom of time and flexibility. They want to own their own schedule. 2 years later, you start being consumed by this beast that you built. So from day one, it was 4-day work weeks. We're taking Fridays to reset and create mental clarity between us separately. So we do our own things that rejuvenate that. And our calendar is built out very much around peak performance. So being on Tuesdays and Thursdays in front of the cameras, podcasts, interviews, speaking. Mondays and Wednesdays is all about deep focus work and really moving the needle. So what long answer there was flexibility and kind of that adaptability to build our own calendars. I love it.
That's a great answer.
Yeah, we, like Eli said, we've built multiple businesses and we've had what felt like success. And to me, success, just like everyone says, the guys out there, the people out there that have millions, billions of dollars, they're still empty. They don't have it. Not that I've been in that position, but I have felt success with these businesses, but it didn't do it for me. And I've always chased significance. I've always chased impact. I've always chased what my legacy hopefully is going to be. And I finally have the vehicle to do that.
It's so weird on this show. I do this show every day. I interview 2 people every day on this show, and it's all random, right? Like, I don't schedule like, okay, these people go together. It's all random. And the theme lately has been success outside of money. And that's, you brought it up again. And that's been the last couple of days. Random people have been talking about that. So I need to write that down.
I'm not leaving this earth with a pocket of dollar bills. I want to leave it with great memories and knowing that I made some impact on this earth. So vehicle to do that. That's my goal.
Another great way you guys are making an impact is through your podcast, the Peak Fulfillment Podcast. You want to tell everybody about that?
Yeah, absolutely. The Peak Podcast is we bring on thought leaders, coaches, executives, CEOs. And the goal of the podcast is to share the peak moment when they knew that this was the tipping point. This was the calling that they found. It's always fun to ask the same question to different people because then you start to hear some patterns. Like you just said, throughout the week, you've heard that same pattern come up about success and not being money. Same thing for us. Same question. And we hear what is that moment like? Because our audience is really looking for, like, am I alone? Is this how I should be feeling? Like a year before getting into what they're doing today, what was that like? Like, tell us about that moment, man. And it's a very fun podcast. And we keep it short, kind of like yours, 30 minutes, and just have a good combo.
That's awesome. What days does it come out and how often?
Comes out on Mondays and Thursdays typically, and every week we're pushing. Right now we're in a little bit of a, I'm calling it hiatus, but we've got a lot of podcasts already recorded, and so we're about to come out with another season. So we're just getting through editing all those and all that. But yeah, a couple times a week.
Okay, good. I can't thank you both enough for being here, for squeezing in here and hanging out with me. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having
so much,
us.
Richard.
That was
This
a
has been
blast.
a very fun show. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and thank you for all the work you're doing and the community you're building and the space you're bringing to people. It's so needed, and I appreciate that too.
Appreciate that. Thank you for the kind words.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, anytime. Come back anytime. We'll get a bigger screen next time. We'll take a break. This is Kyle and Eli. We'll be right back after this. Don't go away. Life is difficult. Are you feeling overwhelmed or like you could use a little support for your mental well-being? Visit the Help Hub. It's the most comprehensive and inclusive free online destination for mental health resources, helpful tools, crisis hotlines, and supportive content. Just go to thehelphub.co to find the resources you need when you need them most. Unlike other resource pages, the Help Hub is divided into 16 different categories, ensuring that everyone in every community has access to the resources and support that matches their unique needs. Find the help you're looking for at thehelphub.co. Hi. We're coming up on a big week next week. One, it's my birthday on Tuesday, the big 4-1, so that's very exciting. And it's our final week of season 1 of Make Your Day Richer is next week. I cannot believe that we are closing in on the end. And we'll update you when the season is over and next week about season 2 and when that is going to start, because it is going to start. So I'm very excited about that. I hope you enjoyed today's show. Go make your day richer. Go make somebody else's day richer. You've made mine by watching this show, and I love you for it. And we will see you tomorrow, everyone. Bye-bye.